In this bulletin, HP urges remanufacturers around the world to use non-infringing chips in their printer cartridges. The inkjet versus toner debate heats up. And technology is used to keep remanufacturers better informed.
From across the planet, Recycling Times keeps you in touch with the latest computer printing news.
Hello, I'm David Gibbons at the Zhuhai Conference, and here is the news. HP has told printer cartridge remanufacturers around the world they need to stop confusing consumers. HP's Elizabeth Porter and Matthew Barclay talked to more than 200 remanufacturers gathered from 40 countries around the world in Zhuhai, China. They said smart chips currently being used to remanufacture many of HP's cartridges are sending messages to the printer that infringe HP's intellectual property.
There are some cartridges in the aftermarket that incorrectly identify themselves as being HP genuine on the printer display, when in fact they are actually aftermarket cartridges.
They warned consumers are being misled when the message on the printer screen says genuine HP installed when an aftermarket cartridge is being used. It also infringes HP's brand. HP insists remanufacturers must use smart chips in future that will display proper messaging. Porter and Barclay said manufacturers of smart chips need to change the value or information embedded to the trademark field on the chip. And remanufacturers need to make sure the chip manufacturers they buy their components from are providing compliant products. HP provided a list of current printers which are affected. They told conference delegates that time will be given for existing stocks to move through distribution channels. All remanufacturers need to get started on making the changes immediately. And remanufacturers need to use compliant smart chips with cartridges they remanufacture for any new printers HP releases from 2014. Barclay told conference delegates that HP was working with many smart chip manufacturers, but to date, only one has products ready for market. Global giant Static Control Components has been working with HP. HP says it is open to working with other chip suppliers to make the necessary changes. To further help the industry, HP has released a white paper so remanufacturers can better understand what it needs to do to comply. Information is now available on HP's website or can be obtained directly from HP's Elizabeth Porter or Matthew Barclay. The debate over whether toner or ink will become dominant in the lucrative office market has heated up. Panellists and delegates argued over issues relating to energy usage, printer document life, page speed, engine simplicity and the environment to push one technology over the other. According to Infotrends' Andrew Carroll, developing countries are seeing a surge in inkjet usage, as is the business sector. Carroll said inkjet inks have a simpler engine, can print up to 100 pages per minute, and a larger range of media for printing on, as being advantages for inkjet printing. On the other hand, bad perceptions of being too slow, expensive and having poor quality stops many businesses from moving into inkjet printers. Infotrends have also shown videos of faster, more economical business inkjet printers and found it changed many perceptions. Between 69 and 83% of those surveyed in different geographical regions said they were more favourable towards inkjet. OEMs at the event declared an investment in both technologies would continue. 200 delegates from 40 different countries meeting in Zhuhai had been taken around the world thanks to modern video technology. Regional reports on threats and opportunities in the Latin American and Indian print consumables markets were given live from Mexico and New Delhi respectively. A global trends report from Infotrends' Andy Carroll was also interactive, as charts were presented on one screen while Carroll was seen by the audience on the other screen. Carroll, who was reporting live from London, was able to answer delegates' questions about ink and toner trends. A live simultaneous translation of all 12 speakers, including the live video presenters, was also provided to delegates in Chinese and English. And I'll be back with more breaking news in just 15 seconds. And other conference news in brief. Dr. Stanislav Malinsky says that newly made Chinese cartridges, called clones by many, are absolutely legal in Russia. This is because the OEMs have not registered their patents there. Dr. Katja Dorster says those trading in counterfeit cartridges in Germany face punishment of up to 5 years imprisonment in Germany. Sanjeev Mahajan reports the sale of consumables grew 22% every year for the last 3 years in India. The print consumables market is now worth $1.1 billion US. The former publisher of Recharger magazine and organiser of World Expo says the Zhuhai Conference this week will change the landscape of the industry. Phyllis Gergovich says having so many OEMs and aftermarket leaders presenting side by side and participating in discussion will take the industry a huge leap forward. And many speakers made references to news and views content in the Recycling Times magazine during their presentations. With more than 15 regular columnists, regional reporters and writers, you too can keep in touch with industry news that will affect your business. This month's Recycling Times magazine has China's Jackson Wang on the front cover. Well, those were the biggest news stories from the world's largest conference for print consumables. From Zhuhai, China, I'm David Gibbons.